Welcome to another mini. We're glad to see everyone here with us. Mandy, are you ready to tackle the subject of our mini today?
I'm ready to tackle the subject. Let's tackle it. Let's tackle it. I got
All
it.
right. So there's something as we continue to get into the year. We're already, 45, 50, 60 days into the new year. What are your ins and outs for 2024? So I figured we can go back and forth, share an in and out. And just if you have any questions that pop up, just share. But I love this exercise. I'm actually going to do it with my students tomorrow, I think, some of them, to see what they think. And then related to how businesses also have their own ins and outs too. So let's talk here. My first in for the year is peace, and my first
Hmm.
out is procrastination.
Oh,
How about you?
you're playing on the P's there. A little alliteration.
Yes, a little bit of alliteration.
Playing on the
Yeah.
P's. I think in for me is service.
Okay. Okay.
Being of service, digging into service, paying attention to where service is given or not given. Service in
Okay.
general.
Okay.
Yeah.
And out? What's your out?
And my out is getting everything done in one day. Doesn't
Ooh,
exist. It just doesn't
got it.
exist anymore. It's not
I like,
necessary. It's unimportant.
I like that one. Okay.
Hmm.
My second one in would be more walks. Jenny Perrin would be proud.
Mm. Jenny Perrin just posted something on her Instagram page about a doctor who talks about your blood sugar immediately after eating and what walking does to your blood sugar. It's he lays it out in layman's terms. You got to check it out. So
Okay. I think she sent me
Jenny
that, so I
Perrin.
will. I got
Oh,
that.
she sent it to you. Oh,
I
good.
think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
I have to watch it. And then out would be gluten. I'm noticing that when I avoid foods with gluten, my stomach feels better and I feel better.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm with you. You know me. I'm in on that no gluten thing. In for me is being around people who want to be joyful and want to move their lives forward. That's in.
Oh,
Being very conscious of how I surround myself.
what may I ask? What caused this to be a focus for the year? This is interesting.
I think the last couple years, we don't have a lot of time, disposable time. And I found myself in my disposable time spending time with people or situations that I would then feel drained by. And they are great people. But for me as a human, I'm just learning how I'm wired and where I give my energy, where I get my energy, where I get drained. And people that complain a lot, people that have the same problem over and over and over and over and over again,
Hmm,
people that just want to be mean to other people, like though they might be funny, they
right.
might give you a crack of a laugh or so, but it makes me sad. I'm a lot more sensitive than I realized. I'm learning about myself, and it would drain me. It would make me think about it. It'd make me wonder, like, why aren't I like that? All that stuff. So I've been really conscious this past year and a half or so of just really trying to weed that out. I can still hang with those people, but not as frequently. And I can still celebrate them and accept them for who they are. But with frequency, I am better with people that operate at a little bit of a higher vibration in terms of like kindness and joy.
Love that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Another in for me would be taking action. And then an out would be excuses.
Ooh. Do you give a lot of excuses to yourself or other people or both?
It's funny you say that. Probably myself. I'll
Mm,
share. I went to my therapy appointment last week, Thursday.
hmm.
And, every once in a while, as you go through doing the work, like Courtney said, you kind of hit some little speed bumps or whatever. And so, I asked my therapist, I asked my close friends, like, why is this taking me so long to get over? The
Hmm.
previous situation, relationship, or whatever, because it takes if you're doing the work and you're being authentic and in improving yourself, it'll take a while. Now you
That's
could be
right.
willy nilly and start dating someone else in like 3 or 4 months, and that's not good. So I asked her that, and she said, it's not that you're not over her, it's that you're not over you. And so
Mm.
you ask, well, is that because you are making excuses for yourself? that's the kind of question that falls right into that line of questioning. So,
Ooh,
okay.
yeah, because we do that. We do that. We make that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we make more excuses to ourselves than we do other people. Like we're on it like a bonnet with like work stuff. When it comes to ourselves, we make all the excuses. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
thoughts. Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
You're like, can we please stop talking about me?
We can think.
Please, can
I
we
want to
please?
be balanced. I want to be equal.
Ends. But I love talking about you, Amani. Okay, ends. For me is paying attention. First of all, listening to more music because I find I'm so much more balanced. I'm more creative. I'm happier when I'm listening to music. I'm very rhythm based, cadence based, lyrical based. I love lyrics. I love writing, not songs, but just writing so I can appreciate lyrics. But I've learned that when I'm paying attention a little bit more to music, it's almost like my spirit guides are talking to me. Like they're kind of giving me the answers to things that I have questions and curiosities about. So I'm just for me is more being more conscious listening to music. Because I could listen, I can fill my ear holes with podcasts all day long. I consume a lot of podcasts and a lot of audiobooks, which is great for being like a smart human. But when it comes to being a balanced human, I just need to swap out podcasts, not all of them, but just some of them for more music.
Okay.
And out is just not as many podcasts. I love them, but just, balancing out music and podcasts.
I like it. You have a couple more to go through? You good with a couple more?
Yeah, let's do it.
This relates to the question I asked Courtney too. So another in is doing the work, and then an out would be people pleasing. As you know, because I share that frequently, so that's a work in progress. So I've already I'm on it. But yes,
you're on it. Where does that come from? Do you think have you always been like that since you were a kid, or is that something you developed as an adult?
Probably just wanting to be liked, wanting to make people mad. Be it, probably growing up, you're not wanting to make your mother mad or your dad mad, so you try to be a people pleaser. And then you combine the fact that we work in the hospitality industry, where we're supposed the customer is always right. I think that's which caused it to develop, and so now we got to work on it.
That's good. That's a hospitality. Yes, you're right. It's something we have to really work through. That's true. Okay, my in is just giving the people I love more grace and space. Because we all operate at different levels of intensity or lack of intensity, and some things are new. I think I shared before, we've got some illness and things in my family where these are just new. These are growing pains. It's new to all of us at whatever relationship level you're at. And not everyone's going to go through them in the same way. So I'm trying to be better at trying to look at it from a different viewpoint and just give more space and grace to the people I love.
Okay. And out?
Just probably being such a driver and like my personal relationships. Just like,
fair enough.
I'll just leave it at that. I'm a driver.
I get it. One more and then we'll be done. So I'll say just hopefully meditation. So meditating, hopefully I can add that. I think it can really help me, which it would help me with. Out would be worry and comparison.
That's good.
Ruminating too. So there.
Ruminate. I'm a ruminator. I get that.
Yeah.
I think in is more Sales Tales Lives.
Oh yes.
The one I just did, it was so good and so uplifting. I got such good feedback. It felt good to me. I had people emailing me like, "Oh, Mandy, I just tried this tactic. And they're getting results. It just helping people be more creative salespeople, one call like that at a time. It was such joy. So I think my next one I'm going to do is just Sales Tales Live for entrepreneurs only. Because I think a whole bunch of entrepreneurs in a room are powerful. And then the last one will be just for hotel or hospitality people. So more Sales Tales Lives for sure. That's in for me.
Good. Any final outs?
I think outs would be just taking clients on that, as soon as I talk to them, I just know they're jerks, or I know I can't serve them the way they need to be served. And I think I like to think I operate from this abundance mindset where I'm like, oh, another client that's a better fit will happen down the road. But as an entrepreneur, even though I've been at this for 17 years,
Yeah.
when it's so hard to shake that mindset at the beginning, that scarcity mindset of like taking every single thing because you don't know when the next thing is going to come. That's just not my reality now. I have three very thriving businesses, and I want to be able to serve everybody the best of my ability, and you just can't. Some customers just are never satisfied. Some customers can never be served, and some really truly are just jerks. and
Mm.
and sometimes you just can't serve the jerks, and they may not be a jerk to everybody, maybe just to me or whatever. But like, just I think out is just is serving jerks. That's out for me.
Amen. That
Mhm.
has been our mini for the week. I love this conversation. It's one of my
Me
favorite ones.
too.
Your ins and outs of 2024. So if you're listening or watching, share something that you're going to have in for the year and something you're going to get out for the year. Leave us a comment, send us a note. Thank you for watching, subscribing, sharing with a friend, and we will see you next week. Bye.
See you next week. Bye.